Have you guys ever watched those extreme couponing shows? You know, the ones where the soccer mom goes into Giant and has like 7 coupons to get a free can of green beans or something like that. Now, we laugh, but if you think about it, guys, she's better than us. I mean, we're pretty lazy people overall. There are people out there that will go into Giant with 8 carts full of groceries and walk out without paying a single thing. It's incredible. Meanwhile, with inflation being the way that it is, I'll go into Giant and get Gatorade, beef jerky, and milk and have to take out another mortgage just to pay for it. Listen, these are pretty unconventional times, and things are getting, more expensive by the day. It's getting kind of crazy out there. And that's why today we're going to talk about a different type of mortgage that you might not be used to. Now, before you guys run away and think, oh, this is some kind of snake oil salesman pitch, please hear me out, because that's what I used to think too. Today we're talking about adjustable rate mortgages, and I know, I can hear it. My dad, my grandpa screaming in the distance saying, Zach, we cannot do adjustable rate mortgages. I know, I hear it. Son, there's 3 things you can never trust. The devil, people who put pineapple on pizza, and people who pitch you adjustable rate mortgages. I get it, I understand. But seriously, please try to hear me out and make your own call. So for those of you unaware, what is an ARM? No, not that kind of ARM, but that kind of ARM. Long story short, an ARM, or an adjustable rate mortgage, is a mortgage where you have a set amount of time, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, where your interest rate is fixed, and then after that set amount of time, your interest rate is subject to change. From the particular lenders that I've talked to recently, that change happens every 6 months. Okay, so how in the world is this more appealing than a fixed rate mortgage then? You see, a fixed rate mortgage always made sense for the last few years because fixed rates were around 3% and a adjustable rate was around 2.9%, so it didn't really make a lot of sense to do any adjustable rate mortgages. However, right now the difference is pretty staggering. From the lenders that I've been talking to, this is how the interest rates look right now. A 5-year adjustable rate mortgage might be around 4%, a 10-year might be around a 4.3%, 15-year about a 4.6%, and then all the fixed rates are way above that. A 15-year fix right now is about 5.3%, and a 30-year fix is 6%, or maybe even north of that, give or take. So here's what your payments would look like right now if you were to buy a $200,000 house with a 5% down payment at a 4.3% interest rate, which is a 10-year ARM right now. Your payment with PMI would be $1,431.92. Now let's do the same calculation with a 30-year fixed rate mortgage right now. So if you bump that up to 6%, which is your 30-year fixed rate mortgage right now, your payment is $1,630.81. So you're looking at nearly $200 more a month, every single month. Now, as I understand right now, I believe 5% is the lowest amount that you can pay for your down payment with an ARM. All right, so here's what you do, guys. Here's the pro strat that I'm trying to suggest. The average person stays in their home for 7 years. And even on the chance that you do stay in your home for 10 or 15 or 20 years or something like that, and you go in with an ARM to save all that money for the first 10 or 15 years, here's what you do. You just refinance or you move. I know we all like to talk about forever homes, but the likelihood that you're going to move out of that house between 10 and 15 years is pretty high. I don't even remember what I was doing 15 years ago. I was 12 years old. Let me know in the comments if you remember 3 things that you did 15 years ago. I'd love to know. So yes, refinancing will cost you some money, but the amount you save, $200 a month for 10 or 15 years, is a lot of money, guys. So if you move, you could always go into a new ARM, or you could go into a fixed rate mortgage, a more traditional mortgage. Or if you really love your house and you want to stay there forever and make it your forever house, you can still do that and just refinance. One thing to keep in mind though is that if you're planning to refinance and that's something that you want to do going into an ARM, then you'll want to keep your credit up. I know we all plan to keep our credit up anyway, but that's just something to keep in mind. Here's another thing to keep in mind too. If you're one of the people out there that's on the Dave Ramsey train, right? He tells you to pay off your mortgage in 15 years anyway. So if you were going to go in with a 15-year fix right now, it's like 5.3%. But if you go with the 15-year ARM, you save some money. So basically, if you're planning to pay off your mortgage anyway in 15 years, it's just a discount. That's all it is. But look, I get it, guys. I mean, a lot of people out there, they just want certainty. They want peace of mind. And I understand if that's you, you probably aren't going to be very interested in ARMs. I understand. However, I think this could be a good time to be on the side with the extreme couponers. Everything's expensive right now, guys, and every little bit helps. this could be a time to do something a little bit different for a massive return. And this type of extreme couponing doesn't take 9 hours of your day to get free green beans. This is just a way to possibly save you some money in an increasingly expensive market. All right, guys, I know this is a big topic, so if you have any questions, feel free to call me right here. If you're interested in an ARM and maybe looking and saying, hey, you know what, I was out of the game, but now that I know I can get a 4% interest rate, maybe I should jump back in. If that's you, feel free to contact me. I'll have a link there. You can call me, you can text me, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, etc. All right, everybody, I'll see you in the next one.